Hi, this is PR Sundar. Welcome to Post Market Report, sponsored by Delta.exchange, a leading crypto trading platform. So I am on my way to Bangalore for my workshop. So that's why today also I could not do the video. So it's only an audio podcast. So apologies. We'll take few more days to settle down. Today market, as expected, it was very, very volatile. But at the end of the day, the markets closed lower. Yesterday, JP Morgan Chase, so they have included India in the global bond index. Had this news come during a bull market, India markets would have shot up like anything. In fact, this is a much awaited positive news for more than a decade. But what happened today? It came when the markets were very, very bearish and global markets were bearish. So Fed chairman hawkish comment. So that is one problem. And here HDFC Bank, Reliance, another problem. And then India Canada tension is another problem. So during this time when this came, markets went up in the morning because of this good news, but ultimately the markets fell. And today the markets were too volatile. The Bank Nifty opened 100-point gap up, then came down, then shot up 500-point, then fell 500-point, again shot up 500-point, again fell 500-point. Especially the banking stocks were just too volatile. But Reliance, HDFC Bank, and ICICI Bank, all these three stocks were consistently trading in negative territory throughout the day. It was only non-index heavyweights like Maruti and other stocks that took the markets higher. So anyway, I told you very clearly in the morning itself, and markets are technically bearish. And sometimes this technical bearishness, it may be a false signal, provided if the market shoots up the very next day. But it tried to shoot up today, but ultimately it fell. As and when Bank Nifty crosses 45,000, the selling came, but it crossed 45,000 two times. I'm talking about the future, not the spot. And then severe selling came both the times. And Nifty, when it crossed 19,800, so the selling came. It is technically bearish, so that is confirmed today. And whether market goes up or down, it depends on just two major stocks, HDFC Bank and Reliance. So both of them put together as 25% weightage. So I do not know what is the reason Reliance keep on falling almost on a day-to-day basis. And this global bond index, it has been a news we were waiting for more than a decade. By why all of a sudden now that news comes, so that leads to a suspicion that, maybe US is helping a Canadian pension fund to exit India with a good profit. And because the tension between Canada and India, there is a possibility, I'm not saying that it's going to happen, but there is a possibility a Canadian pension fund may like to at least reduce their holding, if not completely exiting. If they want to exit completely, the Nifty will have to fall at least 30-40%. So they have more than 45 billion worth of investments in India. But if they want to exit, so definitely the markets will react negatively. So sometimes this kind of positive news, it's a good opportunity for them to exit at higher level. So we do not know. All these are only speculations. But, in financial market, you can't trust anybody. Even the big players do the big games. And retail people get in between. And, when the market goes higher, people become bullish and they buy the stocks and then market comes down. I did not check the open interest and other things, but I'm sure 19,800 call option will be having the highest open interest. So this is just my gut feeling. So now 19,800, 19,900, 20,000. So all these three will be what people call it as R1, R2, R3, resistance 1, resistance 2, resistance 3. So now markets have become bearish. Markets are not likely to expire above 20,000 next week. Today, our market weakness was despite positive US futures. So US markets, though they closed negative yesterday, but today since morning, their futures were consistently positive. Even European markets, Germany and France were lower, but UK markets was trading in green. But despite that, we sold off. Not only that, as I told you, this global bond index inclusion is another thing. Usually in a bull market, all the negative things will be ignored, and in a bear market, all the good things will be ignored. So this global bond index good news has been completely ignored by our markets. So that's why we ended lower. Today is Friday, so there's nothing much to talk now. So I can't even say I will go for party because I have to reach Bengaluru by the time, it'll be late night. So we will see on Monday. So what is going to happen? Hope you listened to this and enjoyed listening to this audio. Thank you for listening.